Like, you understand how important it is. You know, I watch a lot of stuff on Deion Sanders, and he's so motivating on
a complete and total failure of leadership from the federal government.
If anyone asks how it's going in the black community, you tell them we're rising. Welcome back to the Brian Clay Chronicles. And this is a very special episode, or a very special interview, because I get a chance to interview my brother from 1987. There is a story behind we became great friends.
Absolutely.
That we cannot share, but just know that I am enjoying this interview. I am with one of Melrose' greatest graduates, one of Lemoyne Owen's premier students, went to Ole Miss and got a law degree, one of the great educators and one of the great people in this community, my brother, Cedric Wooten. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, brother. You know, well, I went to Ole Miss. I got my master's.
You got your master's?
In educational leadership at Ole Miss. And then I went to law school at Memphis.
You went to Memphis?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I had it backwards. Man, Judge Cedric Wooten.
Well, not yet.
We're going to speak it into existence. Tell us why you are the best candidate for this particular office.
Well, thank you first for having me. You know, we go way back.
Yes.
First day of freshman orientation.
First day.
And,
there's a story.
Right, and we've been like this ever since.
Ever since.
So, you know, Judge Jerry Stokes is in this position. He's serving as the Circuit Court Judge for the Division 6, and he's been there for 17 years. I was Judge Stokes' first law clerk when he took the bench. And so he and I have stayed in touch over the years. He's been a great mentor for me. I have learned a lot. And in the past 16 years, I've been able to practice in every court in Shelby County, appear before the Court of Appeals. And I've been primed for this opportunity. And I think there are three traits that every judge should possess.
And what are those?
And that one, judge should be competent. And as I just stated, I practice in every court in Shelby County. I have a diverse legal background and practice. The other thing is I have real work experience because of my experience working in Memphis City Schools. Served as a teacher and administrator for 10 years.
And assistant principal.
That's right. I was a teacher for 5 years, and I was an assistant principal at Kingsbury High School for 5 years. Those things gave me real world experience. And I think that matters when you're sitting on the bench.
Right.
You're not disconnected. You're able to stay connected because you understand that those rulings and those opinions, they aren't just words on paper. They impact people's lives. And so I know I'm competent to do the job. The other thing is character. I think every judge should possess character, integrity, honesty. Those are the benchmarks, the foundations of our legal system. You know, a person needs to be able to trust that the system is going to work the way it's designed to work. But you have to have people who value, you know, ethics and integrity and honesty. I'm the only candidate in this race who's never been disciplined by the Board of Professional Responsibility. Integrity matters. I think it matters. I'll ask people often this one question: how can you trust someone with the powers of being a judge if they couldn't follow the rules as an attorney?
Right.
Because judges have broad discretionary powers. You need to know that that person is going to do the job and do it the right way.
Cedric, and I don't mind saying I'm a little biased on this particular, your race. However, what's far more important is that you are a member of this community.
Absolutely.
You went to Melrose High School, Lemoyne Owen College. We know so many of the same people. And one of the things that we have been combating, really since we were in SGA at Lemoyne Owen, is the poverty situation. There's a lot of crime in Memphis, senseless crime. But I'm a firm believer that poverty, Cedric, is a byproduct of a failed economic system. As a member of the Memphis community, how will you use your influence when you get elected as judge to go back into the communities that you and I are from and assist our brothers and sisters in achieving some semblance of economic equity?
It's interesting you asked that question. I just had a conversation earlier today about this very thing. And I asked a couple of people around our age,
Right.
so tell me, what was your motivation and inspiration? And you know what we ended up on? We ended up on the Cosby Show. Every Thursday at 7 o'clock. That
Didn't
was,
we all want to be Heathcliff?
that's right. We wanted to be the Huxtables.
Yeah.
It was aspirational.
It was aspirational.
Because it showed us the possibilities, because we saw excellence in our form. So it's not about going back to the community for me, because I've never left the community.
You never.
I'm going to continue to stay connected to my community. I think what it does, it gives kids who look like us from our communities, it gives them inspiration to see people like us doing great things. See, he who controls your image controls you. So if they see it, then they can believe it, and then if they believe it, then they can work hard to achieve it. So I think being the representation and being accessible, being that support system, being able to continue to pour into people, young people in our community, can support in their dreams and their aspirations, those things are key to it. If you don't have people who you aspire to or you can look up to around you, then guess what? You succumb to what you see in your community.
Right.
And so presence and representation is everything. So that's what I plan on continuing doing, but this will allow me to actually give me a bigger platform, so to speak, because of the respect that comes with the office of a judge.
You sound like our old president, Dr. Irving
McPhail.
God rest his soul. Cedric, look into that camera, brother. You were voted most likely to succeed for Melrose.
I was.
Tell Memphis why we should have elected this Golden Wildcat.
Thank you. No problem with that. My name is Cedric D. Wooten, and I'm running for Circuit Court Judge of Division 6. I possess the competency, the character, and the courage to do the right thing even when it's difficult. I'm more than prepared. Memphis is my home. I've built my life here. I've served as a teacher and administrator. I've served currently as the Chief Administrative Officer of the Circuit Court. I want to continue to serve this community, continue to serve this county as judge of Circuit Court Division 6. I've received numerous endorsements, everything from the Memphis Police Association, the Shelby County Sheriff's Deputy Association, the AFL, the CIO, the Teamsters, the National Bar Association, BNF Jones, the Democratic Party. I enjoyed the endorsement of the Collierville Mayor, Stan Joyner, and Germantown's Mayor, Mike Palazzolo. I also enjoy the endorsement of the retiring judge, Jerry Stokes, as well as the judge who sat on the bench before him, George H. Brown. But the most important endorsement is that of yours, the voter. I need your help, I need your support, I need your vote. Cedric D. Wooten, Circuit Court Judge, Division 6. Thank you.
Go Lemoyne. Go Lemoyne on.
Hey, 807 Walker.
807 Walker.
Where the magic happens.
Where the magic happens. Love you, Cedric.
Love you too, brother.
The Greater Memphis Media Incorporated Company is endorsing Cedric Wooten for his judicial campaign. We have Rodney Coleman coming back right after this, and you are watching the Brian Clay Chronicles. Bye-bye.